Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue building financial model of a massage business idea, and today we will be talking about a simple payback period diagram, how to calculate when your project generates the cash that equals to the amount of money that you put inside your business idea. And today I will be showing you step by step how you can calculate a payback period of your business idea in months. So first of all, what we need, what is essential to have during payback period calculations. So you have to create the cash flow statement. So you need to have all your revenues in, you need to have all your expenses, all your investments in. So this is step one. You can't calculate anything, for example, net present value, payback period, financing needed without this, without cash flow. So this is essential step to before calculation of internal rate of return, net present value, simple discounted payback period. So this is step one. So how we can calculate this parameter? So we can take the result from operating activity, result from add a result from investment activity, and then plus the result from financing activity, and then create a cumulative formula. But this time I will show you how you can do it in more detailed way. So I will press equals. I won't take the result from operating activity, investment activity, and financing activity. I will be taking revenues minus direct expenses minus payroll minus fixed expenses minus taxes. This will be the result from operating activity. Then I'm taking minus total of investments. Then this will be the result from investment activity here. Then I'm taking minus principal payments, and I'm taking minus interest payments for the loan that we may take to finance our business idea. And then I will press enter. Then I will extrapolate this formula, for example, to the right. Take, for example, the result from operating activity plus the result from investment activity plus the result from financing activity. Press enter, and here you will be able to see the same numbers like the formula that we've just wrote here. So here I just took only three values, and in this formula I took more values, but the result is the same. You can do it both ways. So let me delete this. So here we have these components inside the formula. Then I'm extrapolating this formula to the right, and here I'm making this formula cumulative, taking also the previous value. Now I'm extrapolating this formula to the right, and if we look at the timeline of this so when comes black here, this is the moment in January 31, for example. This is the moment when the project generates the same amount of money that we put inside of it to start it. So this is the payback moment. So and how to calculate the amount of months? So we can write a very simple formula. Period count, let's name. So if this value is less than 0, then we will put 1, otherwise 0. So he will be counting the amount of months when project didn't generate the amount of money that we invest inside of it. And now I will create the totals for this line, and he will create the totals for all ones. So now we know that the simple payback period of our business ID equals to 94 months. So for example, let's create a diagram of that. So payback period, I will bring totals a little bit closer. So this parameter is nominated in months. So this parameter, simple payback period, is nominated in months. And for example, we can create the diagram for that. Insert, then diagram, so if we have waves like this in our business ID, this means that our project has some seasonality that we've created earlier. So here I will change here, select data, edit, so if we look at the diagram, so the moment when the project generates the cash that equals to the amount of money that we put inside of it is the moment when the diagram crosses the OX axis timeline. So this is this moment. So it is January 31, for example, in our case. And for example, we can go up. This is the moment, this is the place where, for example, we can play with our scenarios. We can copy this diagram on the top. We can put, for example, payback period value here on the top as well, the copy of this value. And here we have the inputs of our business idea. We can, for example, we can play with pricing, so we can increase, for example, the pricing on 20%. We can see how everything is changing. We can, for example, play with pricing for specific massage services. So we can, for example, increase the prices for this type massage on 20% and take, for example, only 80% of these services of pricing, and see what will happen with simple payback period here. Or, for example, we can even switch off some types of massage from calculations. and see what will happen with our business idea in this case. So we can start building different scenarios. Also, we can put here the amount of financing that we need. We can put here financing needed. We can press equals. Here we have total financing needed. We can put it closer. And usually different entrepreneurs, when they start playing with all these inputs, they getting their project better. So for example, if the level of direct expenses, for example, will be higher, so we can for example increase the direct expenses on 40%. What will happen? Or some of them will be, for example, 60% of their basic values. So the business owner can start playing with different parameters, different inputs of the business idea, see how simple discounted payback periods are changing, and this will bring the project closer to reality. This is very important during the pre-investment stage. What is real about the project, what is not real about the project, what are the real revenues, what are the real expense, the level of expenses. And then usually the business owner, future business owner, he start playing with all the inputs like this with blue cells, adjusting the inputs, and then creating maybe 20-30 scenarios. He will be closer to the scenario that will be brought into reality. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. At the end screen of this video I'll be giving the link to the whole playlist where I'm creating this financial model from scratch. Also, when this model will be finished, I will put all the links in the description of this video, how I created this model from scratch. So see you guys in next video. Thank you and bye.